Welcome back to another video. I'm back again and I want to talk about speech today. I'm going to talk about how speech is the reflection of one's inner feeling, and actually being mindful of that will help you learn about yourself. Let's begin. So, I read a book recently and it's back there. I'm gonna show it anyways someday. It's not a secret. But it was about, there's a chapter within, a sub-chapter, like, about speech, and it made me really, like, mindful of the experience I had prior in my life, that like, fixed it, but subconsciously I never really thought deeply about that. And it was about speech, how we shall not talk about ourselves in any kind of pity-seeking way or in any disregarding matter, dismotivating matter, so not like negative. And it made me really mindful, because if you can relate to that, because I had this kind of thing, it was kind of like a humor thing. It was not really humor, but to make fun of yourselves in a like pity kind of way, or like tell someone your problems to seek emotional conformity. I did these things a lot when I was younger. It really made me mindful about that, because what does it mean internally if you do these things? Many will say, yeah, it is good for you because it's important to talk about your problems. But is it actually? What does it say about you if you want to be conformed? It actually means that you're not conformed by yourself. You feel this friction even more. And if you talk about it, might feel better, but it's an illusion in a sense that we know both that if you talk to somebody, you feel in a moment then heard and understood, but you yourself, you don't you have not accepted this confirmation or information from yourself. It's like seeking someone externally to fix your problems internally. And we both know that these kind of things, it's impossible to do. In the sense, we all heard about these problems, or these, I make it like an example. People get in a relationship, but they have not resolved their traumas, and now they like exploding on their partners, and like we both know how stupid they are, right? So like, oh yeah, you have I don't know, mommy issues, daddy issues, and now you're acting in a way that your partner doesn't want you to act because you assume the worst because of your experiences. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing to yourself if you see conformity in some kind of way. We as people should not seek conformity from someone else. That is why I remember I stopped liking having these big deep talks with my friends. What it actually was is like trying to get them convinced that I have problems. What? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about these, what's recently been on my mind. You know, it's actually kind of funny in a sense that, yeah, you might want to talk about your problems with someone, but the reason for that is because you have not solved them yourself. You accept them as problems and you refuse to do anything to combat them, or make a resolution of that, or to fix them, in the sense that you are in your room and you think about them. Just let these emotions flow. You refuse to do that. And now you're going to someone else and saying, man, I'm doing so shit, man. Listen to me now. Like, it's not gonna help you, right? an illusion of progress. Sure, it's make your bond stronger. That's kind of good. But you're not seeking a bond with your traumas, right? You just want to resolve them. So you're like using the other person for your own personal good, which is not a bond. So yeah, what the book told for solution is to control your speech, is to having a reflective mindset. So you're like, if you resolve these things, if you're grateful for yourself, for the consciousness you have, for the problem itself, not in the sense of, oh yeah, I'm grateful, if it gets better it makes you stronger, not in a cope kind of way, but in an actual like progressive way where you feel proud of it and you're not seen as a problem but as a gift. It's really hard to explain how to see it, because I didn't get it a lot of times. I thought, oh, these people are coping when they say, oh, I'm grateful for my bad things, and a lot of them are, to be honest. But it's actually what makes someone truly believable is when they truly like themselves, in the sense that they think they're already at their peak or at the peak enjoyment of life, and that's why they say that. So like, if you truly love who you are, you don't give a shit about your problems. Like, internally you are made perfect. So yeah, to control your speech is to having a reflective mind set about your desires. And it's actually not a problem in itself, this speech, but it makes a bigger problem, like conscious. You now understand why you talk that way. Because we might think, damn, why do I talk myself down again? Why do I do this? Because you internally are lacking. You don't like yourself internally. That's why you talk that way to yourself and to other people, and you want them to listen to your cope kind of problems or cope kind of pity potty, and you want to be understood. And yeah, it's because you are not giving yourself that understanding. So the conclusion is, like always, love yourself and enjoy everything you have. Yeah, but if you do that, if you do this kind of talking bad about yourself kind of way, now you know why, and you can change it. So yeah, see you again, and I hope you're having a great time.